have seen any of the Sandlot movies, whether it be the first one, the second one, or the last one.
Wait, do you mean the one where he travels back in time? That shouldn't be considered a Sandlot movie. It was a mess.
Anyway, to start off our senior talk, we are going to present a clip from the 1993 film, The Sandlot. Enjoy.
Oh, no!
It's easy when you play with a bunch of rejects and fat kids, Rodriguez.
Shut your mouth, Phillips.
What'd you say, crap face? I said you shouldn't even be allowed to touch a baseball. Except for Rodriguez, you're all an insult to the game. Come on! We'll take you on right here, right now! Come on! Yeah. Right now! We plan a real Diamond Porter. You ain't good enough to lick the dirt off our cleats. Watch it, jerk. Shut up, idiot. Moron! Scab eater. Butt sniffer. Pus licker. Fart smeller. You eat dog crap for breakfast, geek. You mix your weenies with your mama's toe jam. Yeah! You bob for apples in the toilet, and you like it. You play ball like a girl.
Good morning, students, the class of 2016, teachers, staff, guests, and director of all. My name is Julisa Martinez.
And my name is Daisy Lopez. Thank you for being here, and welcome to our senior talk. Oops, sorry. Growing up watching these movies, we've always wondered why "you play like a girl" was an insult.
Yeah, me too. So that got us thinking. We decided to do a little experiment. We rounded up a group of the varsity baseball players and asked them to do something like a girl. Let's take a look at what they did.
We're gonna ask you some questions for an experiment. You don't have to do it any type of way, just react to the question. Run like a girl. Slide like a girl. Throw like a girl. Bat like a girl. Pitch like a girl.
What you just saw was an experiment that was inspired by an Always commercial called #LikeAGirl. Daisy and I decided to take the same idea from that experiment and center more around softball.
It's not their fault that they reacted this way. The media and social norms have defined playing like a girl to be silly, weak, and an overall negative thing.
So now, we're asking you, the audience, to please pay attention to this video and form your own opinion on what you think playing like a girl means here at GPA. As you just saw, playing like a girl does not mean we play weak. As a matter of fact, we are proud to announce that for the first time in all of GPA history, softball holds the title for the 2016 Apollo League champions. Okay. I've been playing on the softball team for 3 years. 1, 2, 3. And the reason I stuck around so long, even after all of this, was because I love this sport so much. Softball is not something I initially expected to be captivated by. My love for the sport grew as time went on. Playing until the sun goes down, the smell of the freshly cut grass in the morning, the joy of playing in the rain, realizing that practice truly does make perfect, these are all things I developed to treasure as delightful memories. Through this sport, I have met so many people I can now consider lifelong friends. And being a competitive sport like softball can be really difficult on your self-esteem because personally, I was always comparing myself to other girls that had more experience than I did. I was trying to hold my athletic achievement to high expectations that couldn't be met due to the years I missed playing throughout my childhood. Luckily for me, I didn't have to worry about not being good enough for my team. My coach always told me that my team doesn't care if I mess up, just as long as I put effort into everything I do and redeem myself right after.
I also have been playing for 3 years. Sophomore year, Julisa and I enjoyed volleyball that fall, but when that was over, we wanted to keep ourselves busy and active. I was introduced to this sport by my best friend.
Oh!
And that's when I told Julisa about it.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway. Gosh. From the first day I started playing, I knew that the joy I felt from playing this sport was going to change me for my own good. Playing would place me on a path to success. I still remember the first day we went out there. We were both wearing leggings and our volleyball shirts. We had no clue of what we were up for. Ever since my junior year, community colleges have been trying to recruit me for their teams and their schools. But remember, I've never touched a softball in my life. That was only my second year playing. As the saying goes, hard work pays off. For building our very own gravel and dirt field, as a team, the sweat, the blood, and the tears will forever stay there. I can proudly say that I will be attending Mesa Community College and will be playing softball there.
Since we love this sport so much, when we were thinking about where we wanted to incorporate our time for our service learning project, it seemed natural to work with our own softball team as well as an outside team.
That is when we were introduced to Pride.
Pride is a small softball league divided into 4 teams ranging from 8, 10, 12, and 14-year-olds. It's located in City Heights right off the freeway.
Their initial goal was to create an inner-city league that can be accessible and affordable to any parent that is willing to sign their daughter up to keep them active. As soon as we joined, their goal became our goal.
We were first introduced to this organization by our coach. It was during winter ball, which for those of you who don't know is a preseason training for softball in the spring, that we visited Park de la Cruz in City Heights. When we got there, we thought it would be a good idea to volunteer at this organization. Our initial plan was to help any of the girls, beginners or not, become better softball players themselves. Unfortunately, that didn't end up happening.
Those volunteer positions were already filled. Pride needed us to help in other ways. It was different, but still service that was important. What we actually did was,
we became managers of the snack bar.
Okay, that's enough. For 25 weeks, Julissa and I volunteered at the snack stand from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. We sold chips, candy, sodas, energy drinks, nachos, hot dogs, hot links, and most famously, sunflower seeds. There's nothing better than watching a softball game while spitting out seeds.
Although this might not sound exciting or interesting for some of you, we actually had a lot of fun slaying at the snack stand. As a matter of fact, let me tell you a little story that will hopefully give you an idea of what slaying at the snack bar was really like. was the last game of Pride season. It was the only day that Daisy couldn't be there. I was left alone on what was probably one of the busiest days of the season. I was in charge of cooking the hot links, hot dogs, and nacho cheese. All while also handling the financial transactions. It may or may not sound difficult for some of you, but trust me, it was.
Wait, you weren't there on opening day and I did just fine.
Yeah, but you know how to cook and I don't, so you didn't have to worry about burning down the tent. Anyways, back to my story. See, when running the snack bar, 1 minute it can be easygoing, and the next minute can be quite hectic. For example, when I was in charge on closing day, When I was in charge on closing day, I was put in charge of cooking the hot dogs and hot links. I had everything under control. I hadn't burned the food or lost the money, which was basically my only job that day. You see, I thought everything was under control. I thought I had everything, like everything was fine. But then I saw it.
What did you see?
Out of the corner of my eye, the grill was lit. I mean literally lit. It was on fire, you guys. Like someone called 911, it's about to go down kind of fire. I didn't know what to do. On the outside, I was trying to keep calm, not trying to freak everyone out. But on the inside, I was like, oh my God, it's gonna burn. But luckily, I was able to stop it. And to this day, I still have my eyebrows.
All this sacrifice was worth it though, right, Julisa?
Right.
The money we made from sales was used to keep Pride running. After every game, we would pay the umpire and the remaining funds would go out to the girls. The girls would receive new uniforms, pullovers, and the money was also used to buy more snacks.
We know that our service at the snack bar really helped the girls because with all the money we made, they were able to keep their program running.
We do our work here at the snack stand because we want young girls to reap the benefits of forming new bonds and connecting over similar interests. You see, you have this bond as teammates, which is different from a friendship. In a team, you depend on one another. You trust each other.
Daisy and I have grown closer because of softball. We have had to depend on each other throughout all things, from small things to big things, from giving each other rides to motivating one another. We have always been there for each other for the 3 years we've been playing. Hug me back. No. Okay.
The reason our bond is so strong is because we're both passionate about the sport and want to see each other succeed. Selling at the snack stand for at least 5 hours made us realize that we wouldn't want to do anything else but that. Getting sunburned was a small price for the service we provided our community.
We know that our assistance at the snack stand was greatly appreciated. I mean, who wouldn't be craving a Gatorade or yummy nachos after running back and forth across the field for 2 hours? Although they would come to us for food, they would leave with much more than that. We would serve them with energy, encouragement, and positive vibes. Overall, I have learned many things while working at the snack stand. One thing I took away was how to remain optimistic enough to be a good role model at all times. I have learned how powerful a simple, "You got this," or "Dude, that was awesome," could really uplift someone when they're doubting themselves.
I too have learned the same lesson as Julisa. I have made a huge impact on my teammates for being myself and being the supportive player that I am. They all look up to me for being a good leader. Even though they tell me that they're going to miss me, I remind them that they're the best players out there and that giving up is not an option.
The bond that Daisy and I have had with our teammates is not something that was developed overnight. It was when we had the initiative to come out of our comfort zone and befriend the underclassmen that we really got to make this bond become stronger. we have realized how we have seen how sisterhood can really impact people here at GPA. Let's take, these are the fruits of our actions.
Julisa is one of the most positive people I know, and I admire her hard work as an AP student while she juggles her classes and her position as a center fielder on our team. She's very happy, and I want to be like her when I grow up. She's one of my role models, and I can't wait till I see her walk down the aisle in her cap and gown, ready to begin the next chapter of her life.
Daisy has impacted my life tremendously. I have become a better ball player and a person because of her. I never played softball before, let alone think to want to play, but she motivated me and brought me out. This is only my first year playing, and I owe it all to her. All the long practices we attended made everything worthwhile. I've learned to love the game, and I feel so honored to say that she's my mentor, and I've become a better person because of her.
Your words have an impact. We didn't realize that working at snack stand would make a difference in our community. But now we know that wherever any of us are, and that whatever we are doing, there's always an opportunity to make a difference.
We choose to be encouraging and optimistic.
We choose to spread a message of joy.
We choose to use our words and our actions for good.
We choose to be role models.
We challenge you to do the same. We challenge you to redefine the phrase, playing like a girl. We challenge you to take this degrading expression and turn it into an uplifting movement. Give me 5. Okay. We challenge you to change the meaning of playing like a girl. So it no longer means playing weak. It will mean what it should mean.
Behaving with strength, with purpose, and the spirit of a champion.
Thank you for coming.
This concludes our senior talk.